I want to cover. I did some. I was traveling. While I was traveling, I was in the airport, so I had a bunch of time, free time on my hands, waiting between waiting on a plane and sitting on a plane. And so I kind of just put my headphones on and listened to some binaural beats. And I've also been working with this new technique of looking at 3D art as a way of meditation and getting into a meditative state and a focused state to do RV. And so I did that. I looked at the some 3D, listened to some binaural beats, did a little 3D, uh, looking at some 3D art, illusion art, try to get in state into the psychic state where I'm experiencing the psychic signal line. And then I did this target. Now this target was target 92. Well, I'm gonna tell you. So if you go to, I'll show you the website. If you go to the website, you can't do this target because I'm already gonna show it to you. So I did target 92116. I'm sorry, 92116128. And at first, I didn't think I did that well, but actually, I did really good. Stand by. So I was thinking I did about a 90% hit on this, but it actually turned out it's closer to 100. Probably one of the cleanest, best sessions I've ever done. Mind you, I didn't check this until a few days later. Like I did this session, I was busy traveling, I was on the plane, uh, in the airport setting it up. Then I got on the plane, did the session while I was flying, and then when I didn't check the results until maybe I don't know a few days later, and then I was like, wow, I did really good. So I did this on October the 23rd. Now, so and then when I scored it, I thought it was 90%. I was being conservative. I gave myself 90%, so I thought I did pretty good. Turns out, like I said, it was higher. I'll explain why. So this was some of the sketching that I was doing, and kind of sketch, some little round humps, little mounds, and then kind of this thing here. And so I started to write down some descriptive words, just inorganic, large, elevated, non-surface. I thought I got hot wrong, mound, humanoid, and then ship. And I was like, well, um, hold on, stand by. And then so I thought I got things wrong. I said, well, man, I got some things wrong here. So I got inorganic, large, elevated, non-surface, hot, mound, humanoid, ship, hot, lava, valley, peaks. That was the first one, and so and I'll show you the second page. Stand by. So on the second page, I did. I was just get. I did a little. As you can see, I did a little sketch. Kind of looks like a little triangular peak type of thing. And then I wrote rain, wet land, geology, rocky, rocks, red, yellow, and salt. Now let's go to the reveal on the target. Stand by. So this is the target. It's a place called Mount Nimbus in Canada, right? And this is Mount Nimbus, right? As you can see, Mount Nimbus, and so um, this is a guy on Mount Nimbus. He's on this elevated bridge. Mount Nimbus has a elevated bridge. So if I go back and I read the target, if you look, he has red. And if I zoom in, let me see if I can zoom in on this guy. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom this in. Zoom. Let's zoom this. Let's go 75. Oh, not enough. Went the wrong way. View. Zoom. Gotta say 150%. Yeah, let's go. So that's Mount Nimbus. Let's look at this guy. So he has some red, I think a little yellow here on his backpack. So let's look at, we'll go again, and I'm show you some more pictures. I wrote inorganic, large, elevated, non-surface, hot mound, humanoid, ship, hot, lava, valleys, peaks, rain, wet, land, geology, rocky rocks, red, yellow, and salt. Right? So if you look at this guy, has a big red helmet on. Then he has some yellow here. He's standing on uh, a elevated non-surface structure, which would be the suspension bridge. Um, the If you look at the shapes I drew, they are mountainous type of shapes on mounds. He is a human, so humanoid would be correct. Now, I thought I got where I wrote ship, hot lava. I thought was wrong. Then I did some research, and I found out that Mount Nimbus is part of a dormant volcano, um, a line of volcanoes. So actually, I got this pretty much 100% right. I nailed this target pretty much 100%. I mean, and then rain, wet, land, geology, rocks, obviously, red, yellow, and salt. Now, I'm assuming there's salt deposits there. That's why salt came up, because it's super random. And salt came up in my reading. So I'm assuming there's some salt, huge salt deposits at Mount Nimbus. Um, if you look at the pictures, it looks like it was kind of rainy and wet when the guy was up there. I mean, it's super cloudy. Geology, rocky rocks. Obviously, it's a mountain range. Um, yeah, land, obviously, right? And then when I wrote ship, I thought ship didn't make sense. But then I looked at it. You can only access this area of Mount Nimbus via ship, right? So you take ships up, I think up a river. Let me show that, and then you hike up Mount Nimbus, up a lake or river or whatever, and then you hike up Mount Nimbus. Let's take a look at some more pictures from Mount Nimbus. If you look at what I drew, this is Mount Nimbus, right? And then you see the bridge. And if you look at one of my drawings, it looks just like this, right? That's Mount Nimbus, right? That's the suspension bridge, right? Let's blow that up a little bit, real quick. I gotta go, but I thought this was excellent. Like I did excellent work. I pat myself in the back because nobody else does, right? So let's take a look at some more of the pictures from Mount Nimbus. Right? As you can see, this person has red on as well, right? The person in this picture has red, and I put red and yellow. Uh, I believe if you zoom, that's what's red. So this is just some notes from that. But yeah, if you look at this person has a jacket on, and if you zoom in, I can't. This is acting weird, but if you zoom in, this person has on a red and yellow jacket, red with some yellow on it, and I wrote red and yellow. So I guess I was picking up. Let me see if I can zoom in some more. Where am I at? 200%. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more. Try to zoom in a little bit more. But he's obviously, you can see he has red, but he has actually red and yellow as well. He has some yellow on, and I picked up red and yellow. So this is probably the cleanest. I mean, I've never scored like 100%. Well, no, I take that back. I've scored 100% before. I'm sorry. I'm lying on myself. I've done 100%. It's rare, but not rare, but remote viewing is 50-50. So I've done some sessions where I've totally bombed and got nothing. This one was 100. I'd say it was about 100. I put 90. It was probably 100% on this one. Stand by. Let me go back. So, so I don't have a lot of time. I just wanted to cover that again. So this is what. So I showed you Mount Nimbus, and this is kind of what I got: rain, wet, land, geology, rocky, rocks, red, yellow, salt. Right. Then I ended the session. That was the last page, the second page. So it's acting kind of weird. I wanted to go back over, but the first page I showed you is inorganic, large, elevated, non-surface, hot mound, humanoid, ship, hot lava, valleys, and peaks. So you can rewind it back. I think it showed up in the first part, but I got to run. I just wanted to go over that RV session. So, and also a couple of tips that I found helpful that I picked up. The 3D illusions, learning to focus on those and use them to shift state, I think is good. So just a little RV tip, and that's all I got for now on that.